Join Venus Castleberg as she teleports you to the wonderland of possibilities, where we explore consciousness from the inside out to create a different world, where problems are possibilities and your point of view really does create your reality.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wonderland of Possibilities. My name is Venus Castleberg, your host, and I am so grateful you're here today. I picked today's topic and we're going to approach it from a little bit of a different perspective. So today's topic is true rest and relaxation. Is it possible? And like I said, coming from a completely different perspective, it is possible if you did it from a different way than you've always done it. So this is not going to be like a meditation, or this isn't going to be like a focusing on something, a visualization. It's not going to be anything like that today. I'd like to invite you to the point of view of true relaxation actually can come from when you don't have a point of view about anything. So what I mean by that is, have you ever noticed that when you have a point of view about something, like for instance, I could have a point of view right now about my cat walking across my screen, right? And instead I go, okay, like she's just a cat. Like cats wander, cats do things, cats, right? But it's the judgment of something that shows up in my life as wrong or bad that actually is the thing that causes the stress. So if you didn't have a point of view or stress about anything in particular, a point of view about anything in particular, how much more rest and relaxation would you have? How much more ease would you have? So let's just look at that for a minute. Like, have you ever noticed in a relationship, does it really get better when you're judging your partner all the time about what they are not doing? And then how anxious are you, or how stressed out are you about what they're doing or not doing, right? Oh, you didn't pick up the socks on the floor again. You didn't do whatever, right? Like whatever points of view we have. And I have more information on why men don't see the socks on the floor, but that's maybe for another day. So, but if you're looking at, okay, this is wrong, and that's wrong, and this is wrong, and that's bad, and this is bad, and that's wrong, and this is bad, right? Then you are judging what's showing up in your life. And that's great. Well, I'll speak to that in a second. That's really great comment. So, and let's go, okay, so if you're not going to judge it, not going to have a point of view about it, then how much more can you relax? Okay. And I have a little trick. I'm really good on my tricks. I really like my tricks, my secrets, like a secret formula. If you want to get yourself out of judgment, there's one surefire way that will happen every time. Be grateful. Gratitude and judgment cannot exist in the same place. So if you find something to be grateful for, you can't judge it. So you might be frustrated that somebody's not showing up the way that you want them to, or they're not doing what you want them to, or they're not doing what they said they would do, or whatever, blah, 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 right? The list goes on and on and on. If you want to change that in a moment, you can be like, okay, what am I grateful for them for? And you might go back to like, oh, I'm so pissed off at them, right? Yes, true. And then you go back to like, okay, what am I grateful for about them? So in that instance, I don't know who that is. It doesn't have a name. Facebook user said, I had 2 days off and couldn't relax. So I did almost nothing and was still tired after 2 days. How great that I am at doing relaxation. So that's funny. But also, what if you didn't judge it? I know we've all had sleepless nights. Probably most everybody out there's had sleepless nights where you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't go back to sleep, and you're like, oh my God. So how much does it perpetuate that and make you more and more stressed when you can't go back to sleep because you're judging it as bad and wrong? Like, I should be able to sleep right now, and this is not I'm supposed to be asleep, and blah, 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 right? All that blah, blah, blah that we keep doing for ourselves, right? But when you relax and you just be like, okay, I'm awake for some reason right now. Maybe you could get up and journal. Maybe you could get up and make a cup of tea, right? Instead of laying there and stressing out about it, what can you be grateful for? Oh, wow, you know what? When you wake up in the middle of the night, how quiet is it? And maybe your body and being just wanted to be in the quiet for a minute, right? There's not the hustle and bustle of life out there. Things aren't happening. There's not jets flying by or people screaming or cats meowing. Everybody's pretty much asleep. Well, cats sometimes might be awake, but it's anyway. So, but notice the energy. Take anything in your life right now. Say, okay, I'm totally stressed out about this thing. I'm judging it. Right. It's causing that anxiety. It's causing that adrenaline pump going on because you're just so wound up about it, right? Okay. And then what is something that you can be grateful for about that right now? And it might not make sense, but it might just be like, you know what? I'm grateful that it's showing me what I don't want in my life. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I can actually walk. Like whatever, like however small it is, but notice that when you move, you shift yourself into that gratitude. How much more does your body just relax? Awesome. And thank you for saying this. I have already tested that at work. When you relax and don't have a point of view, the work that you do feels like relaxation. But the more you judge your environment, people try to control situations. It drains energy out of you and it feels like hell. Good point. It's exactly it, right? So thank you for that. So just play with it. Try it on. See if you changing from making something wrong to being grateful for it in some way. And you might be reaching for, at first you might really have to reach for something. Like, let's say I've been in an abusive relationship. So you might be in an abusive relationship. I totally understand where you are. And it might be the moment where you go, you know what? I'm grateful that this person is showing me what I don't want in my relationships. That's where you can find the gratitude. Maybe it's not like, you don't have to be grateful for the abuse, but you can be grateful for what is it showing you? What are you learning from it? I know my last abusive relationship was the last one. It was where I finally chose to fall in love with me and have my own back and be the demand for something different in my life, or I was going to be single and I was okay with that. But I'm grateful for that relationship because that's what that taught me. That's what it got me to. Anyway, I hope that contributes. I am so grateful for you and I look forward to next time. Have a great day. Bye.